testing that this thing is on. Okay, it appears to be on. Hi, I'm Kate Hanley. I am coming to you from my office, also known as my bed in Providence during the coronavirus times. I am a proud member of the Woman Project. I'm also a writer. That's what I do for a living. Written a book called How to Be a Better Person, as well as other books on how to stress less. I've written for magazines for years. It's what I do for a living. But I also absolutely believe in writing. That is just kind of an essential practice for anybody. It's not like you have to have some kind of degree in literature in order to be able to write. In fact, writing can be an incredible part of just a self-care practice. Um, William Faulkner, who I must confess I never really understood what his books were about, but he is considered to be one of the greats. Am I right? He has this amazing quote that says, "I never know what I think about something until I've read what I've written about it." And that is how I feel. That is what I believe to be a universal truth. Writing something down helps you process. And I want to encourage you to spend a little bit of time during this crisis to write down your thoughts, your feelings, what happened. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be, in a leather-bound journal with the little gold flecks on the edges, although if you have one of those, that's lovely. Could be written on the back of an envelope. Could be written in like your kid's old discarded notebook. It could be a Google Doc, but I think there's something really powerful about actually writing it out with your hand, because when you read something that you've written in your own handwriting, it's an amazing way for your conscious mind to get on board with what your subconscious mind is thinking. And I'm going to tell you that you may be sitting here thinking like, oh yeah, great idea, maybe I'll journal. When you sit down to actually think about doing it, I'm going to bet you that there's going to be a little voice that says, don't do that, you don't have time for that, or you're not a good enough writer, or whatever, some little, you know those voices. And that is coming from your ego, and your ego is your survival system. It's really invested in keeping you safe. And here's the thing, it gets its ears really perked up anytime you get an idea that is coming from a higher place. That's like calling you forward. So remind yourself when you think, oh, maybe I'll journal, and then you hear like, no, 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 no. Remind yourself like, oh, the fact that I'm hearing that voice means that this is actually a really good idea, and I'm going to do it. I suggest setting a timer for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know, 1 minute, doesn't matter, and just let it rip. It's going to be a really important way to help you process what's happening now. It could be a cool record to look back on later, because I will tell you this, as hard as it is to believe, we are going to look back on this time and have some nostalgia for it. Not for the fear, not for people in the hospital, not for losing people, not for like any of the bad stuff, but there are going to be parts of it that we're going to miss. And we're going to forget about those parts, or be more likely to forget about those parts if we don't write them down. So I hope you'll give it a go. And stay tough, stay strong. We're all in this together.